I'm about to tell you 3 things that Trump has said. One of them is a lie, and this has a big impact on the crypto space. Before I begin, I don't care who becomes president. I don't care if Biden, I don't care if Trump, I don't care if a monkey from space becomes president. I don't care. All I know is that the Federal Reserve controls every single politician that gets elected. Let's move on. We have Donald Trump saying, I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. Awesome. Sweet. Also, he says, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency or a CBDC. He also says, which is really cool here, this is amazing, Trump vows to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to time served if elected president. He's already served 11 years. We're going to get him home, he said. Okay, so let's examine these promises that he made. So he says, I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. Is he really going to do that? So is he going to forcibly remove a Senate member, Elizabeth Warren? Next, we have he will not allow for a creation of a central bank digital currency or CBDC. Now, if you know anything about the Federal Reserve, the private, unelected, keeping that in mind, Federal Reserve, yes, and it's private as well. So they don't answer to the president. I mean, Trump doesn't even have a say in setting interest rates. He doesn't have a say in how much currency is being created. By the way, I bet you, if you can remember this video 4 years from now, I bet you the federal or the national debt of the U.S. right now it's $34.7 or $8 trillion. I bet you by the time the next person is finished with their term, it's going to be much, 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 much more. You know why? Because the Federal Reserve owns the U.S., not the other way around. All right, so now we have Ross Ulbricht. I would really love to see that happen. That would be incredible. So the interesting thing is, if he is able to do that, there are plenty of other people that need pardons as well. So it would be really interesting to see how he moves around this. Obviously, I think this is a bait. He's baiting people to go ahead and vote for him. Politicians say a lot of things, and you should all be wary about that. So which one's a lie? They could all be lies. It's a politician trying to get elected as best as possible. Guys, this is politics for you. Have you ever heard of a politician that doesn't lie? I have not. I would love to know who has ever been a president that does not lie. Lastly, there is hope, okay? Regardless of who gets elected. It's not going to change the entire United States. One person cannot change the damage that has been done over the past 100 plus years of the United States, especially since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. But here is some hope by Buckminster Fuller, and I'm going to explain what he means by this. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. So the existing reality is presidents. It's the government that you have right now that has been doing the same thing over and over again, and people expect different results, which they're not getting. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. With that said, we have Bitcoin. And you may think, oh, this is so cliche. Oh, Bitcoin fixes everything. Actually, that whole thing about CBDCs, if you understand how dangerous CBDCs are, you would want to buy Bitcoin as fast as possible, Monero as well, and you will want to keep your own keys. See, the whole thing about these politicians trying to gain as much attraction to Bitcoin is that they're going to push for ETFs, okay? They are going to push for what BlackRock has, and they're going to want people to put their coins onto Coinbase or some other centralized entity. But what Buckminster Fuller is saying right here is, if we can relate it to Bitcoin, keep your coins on a hardware wallet. Self-custody your coins, people. This is not a joke, okay? Things are getting really crazy in the world right now, and you're going to want to actually hedge yourself against a possible CBDC that is eventually coming. Learn how to do it now before you're really panicked in the future. And if you want to know how we store our crypto, which crypto we own, and also our entire portfolio and when we're going to sell, check out learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. Anyways, like and subscribe if you want to see my thoughts, my daily thoughts. They're very controversial. Check it out at Sir Crypto Tips on Twitter. That's all. Bye-bye.